Hi, today I am going to be showing you one of the most lucrative places to invest your money when it comes to Lagos real estate in Nigeria. But before I will talk about the viability of the area, let's talk about the 10 years before now, how the area is like 10 years ago, the way it is now, and the kind of investment that is coming there in the next 10 years. Now, the explanation on this video, we explain why Ibejuleki is becoming very, very expensive. Now, let's talk about the way Ibejuleki is 10 years ago, Ibejuleki of 10 years ago, and let's talk about Ibejuleki of now and Ibejuleki in 10 years to come. There's a popular saying that goes that the best way to predict the future is to study the past, study the history. So let's see how Ibejuleki was 10 years ago. Now, 10 years ago, Ibejuleki has no refinery. There is nothing like refinery in Ibejuleki 10 years ago. Though the plan has been there, maybe they've acquired the land, but the refinery was not in operation 10 years back. And also the coastal road, there was no coastal road in Ibejuleki 10 years ago. But now there is coastal road from Eco Hotel in VI down to Ogunwater side. I've seen it myself, and the construction process is going on tremendously. Also, the Lekki-Epe Expressway was not as good as the way it is today. Then 10 years ago, there was just one tiny road from linking Epe to Aja, but now the coastal road is well built with a solid concrete. Also, the free trade zone had been marked out 10 years ago, but it wasn't in operation. Currently, there is standard free trade zone in Ibejuleki with a lot of companies in it. And this free trade zone has the capacity to take more than 250 manufacturing companies in it. Also, the Eleganza Industrial Estate opposite Pan Atlantic University has been there for the past 10 years, but there were no activity. It's just an abandoned structure 10 years ago. But now the project has advanced to a very large extent. Pan Atlantic University also was in Ibejuleki for the past 10 years, but the population of the school or the population of the students now has like triple the number it used to be 10 years ago. And the deep sea was not in Ibejuleki 10 years ago, though construction might have started in the past 10 years, but the deep sea is active and is one of the deepest sea in the whole of West Africa. It has capacity more than the seaport in Apapa. So the question you'll be asking me now is that what are the impacts of the refinery, the coastal road, Lekki-Epe Expressway, the free trade zone, the university there, the seaport, added to the value of the property in that area? Let's do the analysis of the cost of land 10 years ago in Ibejuleki and the current cost as at now. Research has shown that the population of Ibejuleki has increased beyond 300% because of the advent of the seaport, the free trade zone, Dangote refinery, Alaro City, and other establishments in that area. And what that has done to the properties around that place is that it has increased the demand of that area. So let's check the cost of landed property in Ibejuleki 10 years ago. Now, depending on the type of title the land has, there are landed property with extension, there are landed property with CFO, there are landed property that are gazetted, and there are some that has governor consent. So depending on the title that the land has, by then. An excised land or a landed property that is gazetted 10 years ago, you can get it for 300 square meter for 5 million naira, and the 500 square meter for, let's say, 9 million naira, or maximum of 10 million naira. But a transformation has taken place in Ibeju-Lekki right now. The Lagos State government, through NTDA, has taken over almost 80% of the landed property in Ibeju-Lekki, and they are selling directly to the individual developer or the people that are interested in investing into that area. And because of that, the cost of property has skyrocketed. Let's talk about the cost of property with a CFO, or at least government allocation, around Elerogbe Refinery Road, and Eleko around PAU, that's Pan Atlantic University. So around areas like Eleko Junction, Elerogbe Refinery Road, we have typically like 4 government schemes there, because it is the Lagos State government coordinating the the real estate infrastructure around that axis. And then there are about 4 schemes there, but currently I can recall maybe like 3 schemes, but there is still one that I cannot recall right now. So we have Ayetoro scheme. Ayetoro scheme is a scheme very close to the proposed international airport. Then Idera scheme is right behind Pan Atlantic University. All the landed property in Pan Atlantic University, and behind it, at the back of it, is in Idera scheme. Then Iberekodo scheme is at the back of Eleganza Industrial Estate. All the landed property at the back of Eleganza Industrial Estate, linking the coastal road, are all called Iberekodo government scheme. Now let's talk about the cost of 300 square meter and 500 square meter in that, as it's in those government schemes right now. In Idera scheme, 500 square meter is already selling for 50 million naira, and 300 square meter is around 30 million naira. Then in Ayetoro scheme, that's the scheme close to proposed international airport, 500 square meter is selling for 45 million naira. That is why we have just around that axis called the Itunu Hill. We have the life of Tiwa Garden. We have life of Lekki Aviation Town. All those property, the parliament, all these projects are under Ayetoro scheme, and the least you can get around that as is already 45 million naira. In short, for Lekki Aviation Town is already approaching 50 million naira. Then Iberekodo government scheme, if you are buying at the part of a Iberekodo government scheme that is sharing boundary with the Lekki-Epe Expressway, it's already selling for 50 million naira. Then if you go deep inside a bit more, you can still get 500 square meter for 35 million naira, 35 M to 40 M. So you can see how far, or you can see the cost of landed property around this area. So 10 years ago, if they are selling property in this area for between 7 million naira to 10 million naira, and currently they are already selling for the average price of 50 million naira, in 10 years to come, what will the price look like? Let us examine it. Like I said in my previous video, that Ibeju-Lekki is the only mode of transportation in Nigeria. Ibeju-Lekki has water transportation. It has very good road network. That's Lekki-Epe Expressway and the coastal road. The Lagos Green Rail line is also coming there, and then the airport is also coming. So you can see that it is an area with a lot of transportation viability. We want to examine the impact of the infrastructure that are still coming to Ibedu-Lekki, the impact that they will play on the real estate, especially the landed property around that as is. But let's talk about what is coming in that area. So Lagos State government is already designing a power line that is starting from Aja down to Epe, passing through Ibedu-Lekki. And if that takes place, it means the situation of power supply around that area will be awesome. Also, the Lagos State government has already gotten approval to begin the construction of the proposed international airport. If airports come to that area, all the prices of the landed property around that is going to double. And also, the green train line is also coming there. In 10 years' time, there would have been green train line in Ibedu-Lekki, and that will also add to the value of this property tremendously. If you have ever been to the Lekki Deep Sea, you will notice that there is space for expansion. So in 10 years' time, considering how well the seaport is doing now, there is high tendency that the seaport would have increased to like 100% of its capacity in the next 10 years. Alaro City is also another fantastic project in Ibedu-Lekki, though they are still trying to set up this, and I can give you 100% guarantee that in 10 years' time, that place would have been operating ultimately. And the fourth one is the Fourth Mainland Bridge. Don't forget that one arm of the Fourth Mainland Bridge is connecting Lekki-Epe Expressway, and one other one is going to the axis of Dangote Refinery. That will open up that area and increase the transport connectivity of that area. Another project that people are not talking about is called Omukid Road. The way Ibedu-Lekki is now before the construction of the coastal road is that if there is any accident on Lekki-Epe Expressway, the movement to that axis, the movement to Epe will cease automatically, because that's the only road connecting the Victoria Island part to the Epe part. But now there is coastal road that is easing the transport congestion on the Lekki-Epe Expressway, and there's another road under construction now by the Lagos State government. It's called Omukid Road. So Omukid Road is passing the back of Dangote Refinery. It's your right when you are going to Ibedu-Lekki from Aja. So immediately after ShopRite, there's a road under construction now called Omukid Road. That Omukid Road is also serving as an alternative route to Lekki-Epe Expressway. And another fantastic project that will also add to the value of the property around that area is called the Building Material Infrastructural Hub that the federal government together with the Lagos State government is also establishing in that area. That will also boost the economic value of Ibedu-Lekki. These are the primary reasons why any serious real estate investors should invest into Ibedu-Lekki. Number one is you are investing into an area with a very good transportation network. You are investing in a place that has airport, seaport, railway line, and a very good road network. The second reason is that you are investing into an area that enjoy maximum government presence with a lot of good infrastructure. And the third reason is that you want to invest in an area with a very good rental demand. Currently in Ibedu-Lekki, Ibedu-Lekki is already suffering from housing deficit because of the number of population trooping into that area. Also, lastly, you are investing into an area with a lot of employment opportunity. So, and I'm giving you the guarantee. If you want, you can save this video, play it back in another 10 years. All these things that I've predicted will add to the value of your land tremendously. Follow me on my YouTube channel for more real estate insights like this. Thank you.